Halloween is almost here, and over the next 12 days of this series, I'm going to be sharing with you some of the most powerful spirit communication techniques that each and every one of you can use. Whether you are new coming into this and you just want to dibble and dabble in the world of paranormal and to see if it's there, it is when it's done correctly, mark my words. Or you are somebody who is experienced and you just want to try and strengthen your bond and make this Halloween special to you. We've also got you covered. It's worth knowing as the series progresses, each and every one of these videos are going to become more sophisticated. I'm also going to be showing you some in real life footage of some of the investigations that I've done using some of the apparatus that's going to be mentioned. I'm going to be showing you different forms of ITC. I'm going to show you some very, very basic and primitive ways of communicating with the spirit world. And to round all of this series off, what are we going to do? Drum roll, please. Yes, we are going to be doing a paranormal tour. You will find for each and every one of you who live in the United Kingdom at 8 PM UK time, we are going to be releasing a paranormal video. This is going to be an amalgamation of some of the different practices that you have learned along this series. If you're watching this at a very different time, then you'll still go to find it, but it might not be on Halloween. And for those of you who live in different countries, I know it's going to be a little bit difficult for you. You might just have to get ready and check what the UK time is going to be, because it's not going to be a scheduled video. It's just going to go live at 8 PM UK time. Anyway, let's get into the video. If you're new to the channel, my name is Psychic Medium Jordan Coburn, and I can prove with evidence of the afterlife. I've helped thousands of people on this earth plane to once again be able to reach out and contact their loved ones in spirit from the understandings and the teachings, and now it's your turn. Each and every one of you, my friends, can become great mediums, and here at Help Heal Serve, we can give you the very foundations to forge your own unique understanding. Not to mention, we have the loving and supporting Help Heal Serve family. Also, I'd like to say a big massive thank you to each and every one of the channel members. I can't believe how many members we have now. It's just completely skyrocketed. Each and every one of you, don't forget, we have the classrooms, which is dedicated for the members for your learning. You can come and ask questions. You can come and interact with one another in a safe place. These are hosted on a platform called Zoom, and you will find a link. All members will find a link every Wednesday in the community post for members. The class is on the Thursday. For those of you who can't make it, don't worry, because it is recorded and it goes out as a separate video. I would like to say a big massive thank you to every one of you channel members. From the bottom of my heart, thank you for allowing us into your world to give you the teaching and to help you along your divine spiritual path. Thank you to everyone who likes the content, who shares the content far and wide. And thank you to everyone who hates us for the people that we are, because you still watch our content. You still watch from behind the scenes because you know that we are the ones who are changing things. We are the ones who are going to help you to become the best version of yourself, whether you like me or not. 7 days to go now till Halloween. I hope you are getting absolutely riled up and ready for it. In this video, we're going to speak about automatic writing. Automatic writing, whilst it's automatic writing in terms of, you would assume that you're going to be using a quill and a little piece of paper to write down. It's not how it works. Most of the time, it's going to be on a computer, especially now in the day and age that we're living in. Could be on a mobile phone, could be on a laptop. It could technically be by hand as well. It's it depends on you as a person. It depends what method works for you. But automatic writing is effectively where the spirit world are going to channel through you, whether that be in your teams, whether that be in spirit who you've allowed to enter your body to communicate through you. A lot of the time you do it subconsciously. And my story is quite bizarre, if I'm completely honest with you, right? I left school with no English education whatsoever. And my writing skills and abilities were absolutely horrendous. I knew at some point in my life I would probably have to look into it and maybe have to do something, because in this life you need the basics to be able to succeed. Well, actually, you just need a good attitude to succeed. You don't really need things to succeed. You need a positive attitude to succeed, and it carries you far. Well, I wanted to write a book. Something come over us and I was like, I'd love to write a book. And I've always had quite a good imagination. And I decided to start writing a book. And literally there was that much that I didn't understand how to string a sentence together. I didn't know where to put full stops. I didn't even know what commas were. I didn't know any of that sort of stuff. But at the beginning of the journey, I started using words that I had never seen before. And I know that sounds really weird, and you're probably thinking, what on earth are you going on about, Joel? But I would put words into sentences and I'd be like, I didn't write that. Like, what's that mean? And then I'd Google it and I'd be like, oh, that means, wow, it's the right word for the sentence. Where did that come from? And that's when it dawned on us that there was something more taking place here. It wasn't just me writing those words. And when I accepted it as being that, it happened more and more, to the point where I would just switch off and I just allowed spirit to come through. And I was watching as my hands were typing, and it was amazing. It was fascinating to see how all of the words were coming out in the sentences. And that was my first interaction with automatic writing. That was at a computer screen and just typing away. A lot of you may be writing, you might do a lot of hands-on writing with a pen and a piece of paper. A lot of you might use whiteboards. A lot of you might use many different forms. But the main thing to know from this practice is you have to allow the spirit worlds to come through you. It's an allowance base. And whilst I didn't realize the spirit world were coming through, if I had have freaked out and thought, right, I don't want this to happen no more, then it would have stopped instantly. They would have just backed straight away. But because they knew, for me, it was at the right time and that I wasn't scared of it, I allowed them. I allowed them to do even more for us. And who wouldn't? It would be crazy not to. If you've got a world of intelligence that's wanting to work alongside of you, allow them to do that. One thing with automatic writing is it's a great way for you to start strengthening the connection. What you can do is when you start to realize that you're using automatic writing, you can ask questions. And as you ask the questions, you just write. Don't think. This is where people get it wrong. People overthink in some cases. The best thing to do is ask a question and just write down what comes to your mind. Because I can guarantee you, especially if you go into a paranormal location, try this the next time, right? Or even in the mediumship reading, the next time, when you have somebody sat in front of you, or when you're on a paranormal hotspot and you don't know what's happened in there, or all you need to do, close your eyes and then just think. Ask the question in your mind, place the intent in your mind, and then write down everything that comes. Don't think for 1 minute that it's you that's typing it. Just write. Just continue to write. Just let your fingers grow. And be prepared to see some of the shocking evidence that you're going to capture. Automatic writing, especially in a paranormal aspect, is absolutely mind-blowing. Especially when you start to see that the spirit world are coming through in those moments to give you clarity, to give you evidential information that's going to assist you on your paranormal investigation. It's absolutely fascinating. But it's something that's often overlooked. A lot of you will use automatic writing, but you fail to accept it as being that. We've all been told from a young age that there is no such thing as a spirit world, and you shouldn't believe in what mankind tell you not to believe in. You're not allowed to think for yourself. The problem is in this world there are people like myself who can prove with evidence that there is an afterlife. We can prove with evidence for fun that there's an afterlife. So when I say that automatic writing works, and each and every one of you can do it, mark my words, you can all do it. If you've got notes, spirit are telling us notes on your phone, there's a lot of you who will be writing things in your notes on your phone. When things pop into your mind, write them down. Especially if you're thinking of spirit at that time, and then all of a sudden you get this, that's spirit working through you. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comment section if you're going to try automatic writing. Again, if you're going on a paranormal investigation, it would be a great way for you to just rock up to a location, try to switch off, work on your breaths, and then just write everything that comes into your little mind. Write it all down on the computer, write it into a notebook, write it, and just see how much of it makes sense to the location that you're at. If you enjoyed this video, remember to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and check out the videos pinned in the top left and right. Till the next time, bye-bye for now.